Mm-hmm. Now, do I look nice, Melissa?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Hmm. I hope I do. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not anymore. It's too late now. Anybody out there can tell me which of my strings is out of tune, that would be very helpful. Because I don't seem to hear it today. Coffee and some water. Maybe we should take this away here.
Oh, yes. Now I'm all set.
Lisa, can you put this right over there?
Put my glasses away. Oh, gosh. I'm telling you. This is, oh, here's my little pop thing. Here it is. Okay.
Next week we have to also record that little segment for Texas, for Farmers Branch, for the Christmas show.
Oh yeah, well that's gonna be fun. Wow, it's amazing. It's almost a year ago when I went to Australia.
Yeah.
And
what a trip that was.
That year went by so fast. Who would have thought all these things would happen? So, that would sound good so low.
What was that?
That was like...
right, Jody?
Yeah. What is the name of that?
That's an old time tune. I think it's played around it's played in the Round Peak era, and region.
Well, it's Joke on a Puppy.
Joke on a Puppy and Rice Straw. I think it has 2 titles. Like many old time tunes have multiple titles. Depends on if they traveled up to West Virginia, to all kinds of places. Well, it's interesting how they travel. In the Ozarks, you find similar pieces, and then they're called different, because somebody just took the song with them.
It was even, when I was sitting in a restaurant in Ireland, I got and this guy comes and says, "Oh, you play the beggar boy."
And here in America,
it's called the red-haired boy, right? Yeah. So that's how it traveled over here. Just there.
Mm-hmm. I wish I had learned, a lot more old-time tunes, because old-time music is so rich.
I can hardly hear you. This banjo is so big.
It's actually pretty loud.
Well, but you're not going to start with this one, right?
No. I just need to get it ready. You
just about got it ready.
Yeah.
So I got a nice stash here again. I got some Swiss chocolate and some coffee, and I got some water. So I'm all ready to go.
Well, the best is we got Jody here today.
Again.
And Jody, you want to tell us about the instrument you play?
I don't know much about it. It's a clay drum. It's been fired. It has a goat skin head on it. So it's a mixture of like a djembe drum, an udu, doombeck, and a frame drum.
It looks a little bit like a turkey I once made.
Or a bedpan.
Elephant bedpan.
Elephant bedpan, yeah.
Okay, are you ready?
Just about.
Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Hello, everybody.
Here we are.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
This is a very special weekend because it's Thanksgiving weekend, and we have so many beautiful things to be thankful of in our lives. And I know that you all know personally what you are thankful for, and but we are thankful for our families, for our friends. Thankful that we hopefully get to see you soon again. And that we still get to play music.
Yeah,
and tonight we have Jody
again
here with us again.
Mm-hmm.
So he's playing some very interesting instruments. He's going to talk to us later about. But we just wanted to mix up the sound a little bit and have him play other things. So glad you're here, Jody.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're going to start off with a little piece called "Like a Spark," which
let's see how that sounds.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
When I'm dead, my dearest, sing no sad songs for me. Plant no roses at my head, no shady cypress tree. Be the green grass above me, with showers and dewdrops wet. And if you will, sweetheart, remember, and if you will, sweetheart, forget. I shall not see the shadows, I shall not feel the rain, I shall not hear the nightingale sing on as if in pain. And dreaming through the twilight that does not rise nor set, happily I'll remember, and happily I'll forget. Dead, my dearest, sing no sad songs for me. Gosh, this whole week I've been watching so much Miss Marple. You know the
is that Marvelous or is it?
No. That's Miss Marple is Agatha Christie. And it is so English. You know, it reminded me of this song here because this is a poem that we set to the music. Georgina Rossetti. And I always love this poem because it's so. You know, when I'm dead, my dears, sing no sad songs for me. You know, don't sing sad songs. Be happy that I'm in a good place now.
I remember we worked on the Jeff Turner musical at the time, you know, 96 I think, or 95, 96, and that's when you came to me and said, oh, let's do this, and I just had written the let's combine this. I think it really would fit together. It's interesting how we many times Uwe comes with words, or I have a musical idea. I just had a musical idea, and it sort of fits together. It really works well together. Like this intro for like the melody for Forever and a Day. We were up in Maine, and Uwe was working on the words, and we. Do you remember the band Cherry Holmes? And a great family band, and they played up in Chicago. Was in Boston,
Connecticut.
It
was in Connecticut when we played in Connecticut that show, and backstage we had to wait till
we play, right? And so they played before us, and then we played, and so we had time to.
So we did the first verse on that one.
Yeah,
and then
we worked on that.
I finished the song at home.
Yeah, you finished the song at home, and then what we did is. We were out in Rocky Grass a few weeks later, and we played with Josh Day, friend of yours, your school buddy. Yep. And we were out there in the hotel working it out, and we just played it at Rocky Grass first time.
Exactly.
And it's a song about our mom. Here we go with a tune called Forever and a Day.
Nights of winter weigh heavy on my mind. I walk down to the water to ease my worried mind, and I can see the reflection of the moon on every ice floe in the bay. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. And when the pine stands tall and silent beneath the starry sky, the letter that you wrote me I read 1,000 times. I can see the reflection of your face on every ice floe in the bay. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Come back home to the ones that love you true. Come back home to the ones that miss you so. Seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Rays of sunshine come up the night away. On the day you return, I will walk down to the bay, and I'll wait by the water till the ship pulls in, took you far away. Oh, mother dear, I miss you more each day. And my brother and my daddy, I know they both miss you too. And the waiting would be easy if only we could know. Have you reached your destination on some far-off shore, wherever it may lay? And to know that you soon be on your way. Come back home to the ones that love you true. Come back home to the ones that miss you so. Seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your way. Seems like you were gone forever, but for you I'll wait forever and a day. And I know that you'll soon be on your
You heard me sing, and I'll be soon be gone forever. And that's how the Kingston Trio sings.
Yeah. That was such a treat.
I just remember that, yeah, because I just forwarded the link to a friend, and it was so funny. It was gone forever.
It was great though, you know, when we did the 40th anniversary party for Deering in that ship in the San Diego airport harbor down there.
On the Star of India.
Yes, and it was like a sauna when we played down there, and George Grove joined us for our set. So he played that song with us since they hadn't recorded it, and I got to sing Tom Dooley with one of the guys from the Kingston Trio, you know. Really? So that was wonderful. I just love that.
Hey, Jody, what is it you're playing there now?
This is an African udu drum. It's another clay pot drum. Origins hundreds of years ago, and it's
wow.
You can even fill it with water, not with flowers, but it'll give it a little bit of a warbly or wah top sound to it.
Well, it looks a little bit like something that you can put moonshine in, like a.
It's a place to have your moonshine.
It does sound like water.
Yeah, it does.
You joined us once playing in Asheville, remember?
Yeah.
And you had another one, Clay Udu.
Yeah, it's like this. It broke.
And it broke at Jack of the Woods,
Jack
right?
of the Woods.
How
Yeah.
did that ever happen, actually?
It was leaned against the home, and it started falling back, and I grabbed it, and it caused it to. Bobby Hicks was playing with us, remember?
Yeah. Yes, right. We're going to play you a very old one. This is for a special friend we sadly lost last week, Joachim Hein, our good friend and my mentor actually when I was a kid. He really helped me along so much, and his children, you know, Maria and Josh, and you know, all the kids, and they helped me a lot, finding clothes, and you know, he gave me an old saddle of his and some cowboy boots that would never take off anymore. I was 13 years old, and he was just a great man. He lived in Ireland, and when they moved to Ireland, I mean, they moved away to Ireland from Switzerland, come from Germany, and they decided to just be immigrants into Ireland. And for them, the tune that we recorded on our album, Mystical, was very important at the time. So we want to dedicate this to the Hein family,
yes.
In memory of Joachim.
And Banagher, Ireland.
Yes.
Yes, they can.
Thank you, Jody. You could have hit it a little harder.
Yeah, good.
You know, the thing is, we don't have Peabody with us here because we're sort of trying to stay isolated as much as we can. Melissa is out in the other room, and
Yes, and of course we're wearing these as soon as we're done again, but
yes.
it's impossible for me to sing or actually
But,
see Jens. Yes.
Yeah, so it's all self-mixed, you know. It's just sort of set it and forget it. What do we got?
Oh, you talked about Achim. Horses. Horses were a big part of our childhood. We loved horses, and we rode them. Clean stables. I always had to do my daddy's boots, his riding boots. There's always an extra couple of bucks for that. But he was meticulous about his boots.
Yeah, they needed to be really clean,
Yeah.
and just to walk outside into the mud.
Yeah.
But I think he had to do it. He had to clean boots for his grandpa already too.
Yes.
So I think that's where that came from. You know,
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't.
And his uncle who had the horses. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So there's a little favorite of ours. Doc gave me permission to do this. Hope I don't mess it up. About 1845, I left Tennessee very much alive. Never could afford the Arkansas flood if I hadn't been a riding on the Tennessee stud. Well, I got into some trouble with my sweetheart's pa. One of her brothers was a bad outlaw. Sent her a letter by my Uncle Fudd, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. Oh, the Tennessee stud was long and lean with the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Oh, we drifted on down into no man's land, and we crossed a river called the Rio Grande. My horse with the Spaniards fold, and they got me a skin full of silver and gold. Me and a gambler, we couldn't agree. We got in a fight over Tennessee. We jerked our guns and he fell with a thought, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. Oh, the Tennessee stud was long and lean with the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Now I got as lonesome as a man could be. I was dreaming of my girl back in Tennessee. The Tennessee stud's green eyes turned blue. He was a dreaming of a sweetheart too. So we loped right back to Arkansas. I whooped her brother and I whooped her pa. Found that girl with the golden hair. She was a riding on a Tennessee mare. Oh, the Tennessee stud was long and lean with the color of the sun, and his eyes are green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, but there never was a horse like a Tennessee stud. Stirrup, side by side, we traveled mountains and mountains wide. We came to big muddy buddy, and we floated the flood. A Tennessee mare and a Tennessee stud. There's a little baby boy sitting on the floor, and a little horse colt playing around the door. I love the girl with the golden hair. The Tennessee stud loves the Tennessee mare. Oh, the Tennessee stud was long and lean, with the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the bud, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Tennessee stud.
Well done.
Oh, I remember the first time I heard this on the little car radio.
On Nitty Gritty Dirt Band
Yeah.
with Doc Watson.
Doc Watson's
Yeah.
version of this.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Tennessee stud. Remember when we played it up in Grey Fox, and Doc played right after us,
Mm-hmm.
and you asked him before. That's when you asked him.
Yeah,
Also.
that's okay. I said, oh, he never did it anymore. Doc back at the time, you know, he said I played all I ever wanted to. So,
And speaking of Joachim, you know, when we lived in Switzerland, and our father and our stepmother, they'd run a restaurant, and Joachim and his father, they would come by with horses, and they would get their coffee with schnapps. You know, we would open the window and hand it out to them on their horses, and Joachim also played bass in a southern rock band. And one day he came and said, "Oh, I got this album. You got to listen to this album." And it was the Old and the Way album. And he said, Jerry Garcia's playing the banjo. And he said Jerry Garcia's probably one of the greatest musicians alive. You know, he was raving about it. I'd never heard of him. And of course, there's Vassar Clemens on there, and Peter Rowan, David Grisman.
and John Conn.
John
Conn, the bass player from the
fantastic bass player.
Yeah, he played with the Jerry Garcia band.
And then when we were street musicians, of course, you know, you play with other musicians all the time, and you play songs, you know, that everybody knows. And at that time, when we were street musicians in 1979, everybody seemed to know the Old and the Way album.
Yeah.
You may want to check the banjo just to make sure it's not going to fall. It moved a little bit.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Thanks.
It started doing that.
Yeah, a lot of bluegrass people never liked the album because it was such a jam thing, and there was a bunch of hippies playing bluegrass music. But
I know.
But they outsold every bluegrass album ever with this thing. I think.
I just came back from Washington, you know, getting Miriam from the airport with the family, and on the way down, I listened to a bluegrass station in Virginia, and they were playing this song. I tell you, the whole trip was probably the best thing on the radio because my car has a little bit over emphasis on bass, and it was like you know, the bass player was just awesome. So here we go with Midnight Moonlight. Okay.
See if I can
in
remember
a different
it.
key.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never played it in D before.
Do you also remember how we would play that by the fires in the English garden in Munich in the winter with all the other bums and street musicians?
If you ever feel lonesome when you're down in San Antonio, just beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels nor a dime and call me on the phone. And I'll meet you at Alamo Mission, where we can say our prayer. Holy Ghost and Virgin Mother will heal us. You kneel there in the moonlight, in the midnight. In the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, sun. The ocean is howling for the things that might have been. Oh, that last good morning sunrise will be the brightest you ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. Just beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime. Call me on the phone, and I'll meet you at Alamo Missions, where we can say our prayers. The Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will heal us as we kneel there. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, oh, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, oh, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. You know, I just remember the last time we played this in front of an audience.
Melissa's clapping.
The last time we played this in front of an audience was in Chattanooga.
Oh, with Peter Rowan.
With Peter Rowan.
Peter Rowan sang with us. Yes, and we did that show with the Gibson brothers.
The Gibson brothers and Justin Moses played along with us on the dobro. And
Oh,
it was just,
great.
wasn't that something else, Jody?
Yep. October of last year.
Yeah, we had double drums and I even played my Stratocaster. He played his Telecaster. It was kind of wild and woolly.
Yeah, it was.
We certainly cleared the place.
It was good.
It was loud. You know, Mike was really amazed. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
This next one here, we didn't know what to play for instrumental. This is a little ditty just to play.
Well, actually, this is the first instrumental somebody taught me when we stayed at the Holiday Inn in Wilkesboro.
I know. In 1997,
yes,
for the first Merle
for
Fest.
the first Merle Fest, and there was a couple of guys jamming in the breakfast.
No. You don't remember? We were trying to get a ride back, and they saw us with the instruments, and they say, "Hey, we got a car. Why don't you come with us?"
Yeah.
And so they drove us back to the Holiday Inn, and then we jammed.
Yeah. And so they played a version of the song, and
Were they from Arkansas?
I can't remember, Arkansas, something like that. Yeah.
Texas. I like that bass sound. Yeah, that sound. Yeah. So, now I would play something else, but it's okay.
But this is of course, I think the most famous version of this is done by David Greer, right?
Well, no. It was
Pat Flynn,
Skip, Hop and Wobble, with Jerry Douglas. It was Edgar Meyer and Ross Barnberg.
Ross Barnberg. Oh, okay. Big Sciota was the name of the tune,
Yeah,
right?
and there's so many versions. You know, some people go and you know do the minors in different places. And different, but Big Sciota, I think is a river in Canada. Is it?
Jay Younger, I think, wrote this tune, right? The fiddle player,
I don't know.
something like that. I can't. I have,
we should have.
I have no idea.
researched better.
Let us
We're
know
making a fool out
if
of ourselves. Now, let us
but
know what you know.
our
about this
audience, you guys out there, you probably know where this is from, and let us know.
We sometimes just try to put things in the program we have never played much, for anybody, or just things that we played backstage. And I think Jody never heard us play this, or
No, never.
never, and maybe never again.
Well, the show went by really quick, didn't it?
We have still lots of time left, don't we?
Yeah. Let's play something nice.
We just played it.
When? Yesterday?
No.
Last show?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yeah.
There was a radio theme. Remember that in Austria? It was for a country radio show.
Kentucky Chimes. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Don Reno, I think, wrote that or something,
Yeah. We listened into that show. It was on the. It was 03 was the channel. They had always these jazz programs and country programs, and they had this world music program. Played a lot of bluegrass on that, and that was the theme tune for that.
Yeah.
Banjo. Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that Josh Graves had one very similar. It was called Spanish two-step. You know?
Oh.
No, it had Evelina.
Evelina.
That was also on Strictly Instrumental.
Yeah. But Josh Graves, we opened for Josh Graves. Remember when he came to Switzerland and just played a duo show with Kenny Baker?
Yes, he played with Ground Speed. Remember that band?
Yeah, but I remember in Switzerland they did the duo show, just dobro and fiddle, and it was just absolutely mesmerizing. It was, yeah.
Okay, whoa, my banjo.
Well,
Okay, we got one more.
yes. What key did we do that in?
In the key of F.
Are you sure?
Yeah, different key. Which folks were trying to just challenge ourselves and playing different keys and playing with Jody.
That's challenging enough.
Thank you, Jody, for being with us this weekend.
Glad to be back.
It's just great playing with you.
It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been way too long. Yeah, miss you. You know, when you travel, on how many couches did we sleep? Or, used to, and then we had better hotels. At once, we actually we bought a big bus, one of these Silver Eagle Detroit diesel. They used gasoline as a water wheel. They don't. I remember us going up 77 with this thing, and we just had it new. Used new for us. And we were going. I was driving up 77 towards 81, and as it starts going up the hill, the thing just slowed down. It just went woo, and with about 45, 50 miles an hour, we were going down. We looked in the back mirror. I saw the smoke
coming out.
That we and what was it, about 4 miles a gallon or something? 4 or 5 miles a gallon.
But then as soon as we turned to 81, we found out that our gas gauge was broken.
Oh, okay.
We ran out of gas.
And
so
we had built
great,
beds in it, and we made it all beautiful. But then after about a year, no, not even a year, half a year or sometime, we figured for the money we save on gas, just driving a different car, we can afford the best hotels. And then
all right, folks, tune in again next week. I hope you're still with us then, and
well, thank you so
enjoy
much.
Everything, and
thank you so much. I hope the sound was a little better for our voices this time. With new setup, and thank you, Jody. Thank you, Melissa.
Pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, make it soft and low. Make it so my good gal never know. I get dinner here and breakfast in Tennessee. Dinner here and breakfast in Tennessee. I got my dinner here, breakfast in Tennessee. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, so my good gal never know. Make me a pallet on your floor. These blues everywhere I see. Everywhere I see blues all around me, wherever I may see. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, man, make it soft and low. Make it so my good gal never know. pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, so my good gal never know. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it soft, make it low, so my good gal never know. Make me a pallet on your floor.
I don't want to
Thank you,
stop
folks.
playing. You all take care. Bye-bye.
care.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Jody. Thank you.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.